Hi everyone, I thought I'd give you guys an update on the Flexihose. I originally reviewed a Flexihose back in 2019. I do still have the original hose. I just thought I'd give you guys an update. This was basically what it came with. This one includes the nozzle. They do have one that doesn't have the nozzle. The nozzle is very lightweight, very easy to use. It has a lot of the basic settings, such as like the flat or full setting, and it has a mist setting. For some reason, this one actually had them backwards, so the cone and the mist were reversed. And this one's a vertical setting. And then they have like a flat setting. So this was just kind of an example. And this is what the hose looked like when I attached it, and it expands very well. So stay tuned. So hi everybody, as I mentioned, I'm going to give you guys an update on the Flexihose. As you can see, I bought a new one. This is the 75-foot hose. We just purchased a larger one because we thought it would be easier for us to use around our yard. We do still have the 50-foot hose, and it is working well. All in all, I liked it. It's very lightweight, very easy to use. There are some cautionary issues you will have to take care of, but we'll get to that in the questions and answers because I've had a few people that were kind of not very happy with the hose when they received it, and I received a few comments that weren't the most pleasant. So I thought I'd address that shortly. So basically the 75-foot hose, because it's sold in 50 feet, 25 feet, or I'm sorry, yeah, 50 feet, 75 feet, or 100 feet. They may have a smaller one. I'm not 100% certain, and that's all available through Amazon. So the 75-foot hose, this again is the one with the nozzle. They actually have made some with different colors too. So they have a green one, and then they have one that's like a black with different patterns. I've left all the information in the description below, and I've also added the information for the hoses without the nozzle if you just want the hose by itself. So when you open your package, this is what you get. Your hose. You get some extra little washers and stuff on the inside, and your nozzle. Getting to the nozzle for a second. With the other hose that I purchased, as I mentioned before, the nozzle had the cone and the mist reversed. So you would set the nozzle to the cone setting and it would give you mist, and vice versa. We would set it to mist and it would give you cone. The new nozzle also has that issue. I don't know if it's just because it's just an error at the factory and they mislabel it. It works fine. It's just you have to remember which one is which one. And the nozzle itself is basically plastic, but it's pretty lightweight. You will want to keep it out of extreme heat so it doesn't get brittle. Common sense stuff. I will say that I did like the connectors because they are metal. So they do work really well. If you purchase the hose without the nozzle, you can use any other standard nozzle. There isn't really a big difference as long as it has the correct threading. Overall, again, I like the hose. This one is 75 feet. I had someone tell me that the 50-foot hose was not 50 feet. I will admit I did not measure it from when it was fully expanded, but that is according to the manufacturer. So again, depending on your water pressure, the hose may expand a bit more or a bit less. So it may just depend on where you live and your water pressure, at how well it extends and how far you can go. With the 75-foot hose, I can go from actually the water spigot all the way around to the side of my house, basically. So it is a fairly large hose. I will add the original video in a card somewhere, so if anybody wants to see what the 50-foot hose look like. It's still pretty decent size. I like that it's lightweight. I like that it's the nylon stretchy material. But I will say that if you do have planter borders or anything that is rough edges, such as like rocks or any type of rose bushes or thorny plants, cacti, you will want to make sure that you don't trail them across your hose or it doesn't get caught in the hose so you don't spring a leak. So let me get to the Q&A in just a second. So I'll try to make this as short as possible, but the basic questions I had was, again, someone was asking why the hose would retract when they would actually, I guess, turn the nozzle on. we go back to that would probably be that your water pressure isn't high enough, or it could be that the little the valve may not be open fully for the water to completely come out of the hose when you're watering. This just may vary from person to person, or from city to city or area to area. Another thing that I had too, again, as I mentioned earlier, was people saying that the hose isn't the exact length as stated on the box. I can't do anything about that. That, again, is a manufacturer issue, not necessarily something I can do anything about. Those were basically the two questions and answers that I had. So let's get to pricing. Okay, so pricing will vary depending on which product you purchase, and it will vary depending on if you purchase the hose with the nozzle or without the nozzle. So let me start off by saying the hoses with the nozzle are the following price. I have to read it off the list. So the 50-foot hose is $49.99, the 75-foot hose is $59.99, and the 100-foot hose is $69.99, and that is all US dollars. The hoses without the nozzle are the following price: $45.99 for the 50-foot hose, $54.99 for the 75-foot hose, and $64.99 for the 100-foot hose. And again, those are all US dollars. Okay, so now that we have the pricing out of the way, I just wanted to say thank you for watching, and I hope you guys have a good rest of your day. I do know pricing may vary depending on if there is a sale or anything like that, or a coupon, but I've added all the information in the description below, and I will once again add the card to the original video too. So bye everybody.